these are all my paintings for my forthcoming solo show at the Fotheringham Gallery, and they're in a state of almost readiness, just a few finishing touches to do.
And when you're preparing for a solo show and you know you've got a lot of paintings to do you have an idea in advance what you're going to do, or does it just develop?
If I've got a specific project that I'm working on, it's nice to have everything coherent, everything should look good together, and perhaps not exactly tell a story, but it should have a bit of a link, one painting to the next, and that could be in terms of colour, but hopefully it's in terms of, look, the ones that I'm working on, the Tyree ones for the Fotheringham Gallery, are a bit of a tour around Tyree in terms of a June day, and they go from the top to the bottom, back round again to the top, and just, it's kind of like Tyree in a day, and it's nice to have things that look good together but also have a bit of a journey in them.
And presumably you don't paint a painting from start to finish, you must...
No. When I start a painting, I usually start 3 or 4 at a time, and I like to get them all to a certain stage, working on skies and sand, just so I can have a big expanse and then gradually move further in. But with Tyree, sometimes less is more, because the more detail you put in, rather than add to it, you almost dilute it, because the whole thing about the Tyree landscape is just, it's just sky and sand with a little strip of sea in the middle, and there's nothing else. And to put lots of detail in it is making you, it's not Tyree really, because when you look at things like that, there's just nothing there, but when you see it, it's instantly Tyree. It couldn't be anywhere else. And the temptation to put lots of detail into the painting, it's really hard to stop, I think, because you could end up putting every little pebble on, but it's not what's required.
And do you know when it's finished, or do you come back to it all the time?
Yes, always. I always know when my paintings are finished, because I look at them and think, that's the moment when I was on that beach, that's it. And I know when they're not finished as well.
And do you prefer working in most studios to working at home?
I do like working in my studio, but sometimes it's quite hard to concentrate, because there's a nice sort of community atmosphere here, and there's lots of nice people, so sometimes it's easier to work at home, but I can't make such a mess. But the good thing about my studio is, as you can see, I don't have a window, so the good thing about that is you don't have the sensation of time passing. I can get here at 7 in the morning and just work through and have no idea what time it is, so I don't have that feeling of, oh, I should be doing this or I should be going home, just keep going. And it's nice just to lose track of time.